Welcome back, dear viewers. You're still watching Nile Cruise on Nile TV, and in this very special segment, we have with us, dear viewers, a very special guest. The Prince Muhammad Ali Manuel Palace Museum is one of the most beautiful and important historical museums in Egypt. The museum expresses an important period in the history of modern Egypt and is a unique, of course, to its significant architectural designs, which combine the Islamic style with the various artistic schools that passed through the land of Egypt, such as the Mamluki school. And in this context, dear viewers, we have with us a very special guest. And our guest today, dear viewers, is Aleya, Wakeel, which is the Director of Marketing and Media at Manuel Palace. A very good day, Aleya, and it's a pleasure to have you with us in today's episode of Nile Cruise. Aleya, tell us more about the museum, Manuel Palace, and the important points that we can touch when we come to discuss a very important museum like Manuel Palace.
Okay. The founder of the palace is Muhammad Ali Tawfiq. He is the son of Khedive Muhammad Tawfiq, and his brother Abbas Helmi II. He made the plan of architecture of the Manuel Palace Museum. Manuel Palace Museum contains many buildings like reception hall, certain hall, resident hall, the clock tower, and the mosque, and the hunting museum, and the private museum, and the golden hall. The museum, Muhammad Ali Tawfiq, both different or various style of Islamic arts, like Mamluki, like Fatimi, like Syrian and Maghrebian. The reception hall contains 2 floors. The second floor, there were 2 rooms. In the right one, there are the Syrian room, and the second room in left is a Maghrebian room. The Syrian hall in style Osman style, and the museum have a historical garden. The historical garden have many rear of plants and flowers and trees. The area about 34,000 meters square, and Muhammad Ali, the founder, he was born in Cairo in 1875, and he died in 1955, and he burned in Mausoleum Muhammad Tawfiq.
Okay, Aleya, of course we know that you are here the Director of Marketing and Media. Marketing, how do you market for this very important museum in Egypt, which we have to market for in order, of course, to enhance tourism, which is one of the important, of course, sources of economy and making our economy stable in Egypt. So this is number one. And media, on the media level, how do you, of course, advertise media words
about the Palace, Manuel Palace Museum? We are care about the marketing about the museum. We have many activities like training students to how to to explain or how to be tour guide in the museum. We have many activists. We are care about to know the people about the museum in the media, in social media, in different ways like Facebook.
Okay, so you market on social
social
media, on
yes.
Facebook,
On Facebook.
Instagram, anything?
Not yet.
Not yet. Twitter,
yet.
not yet.
Just
So your means of marketing for the palace is through social media,
inside
Facebook.
Facebook.
What is your site on Facebook? The name of your site?
Nile Palace Museum.
Manian Palace Museum. And then if any tourist logs into the Manian Palace Museum, he knows more about it and he comes and visits. The flow of tourists that come to visit the museum, is it well known? Do the tourists, when they come from abroad, know about
yes,
the museum and they come to watch it on purpose? They understand
yes,
the museum?
they
know it exists?
Yes, he knows the tourists know exists about the Manian Palace Museum, and there are were admired about the museum, about the Throne Hall and the garden and the hunting museum, and the people, local people like
You mean the people that live in Egypt, the Egyptians?
Yes, the Egyptians,
Yes.
the Egyptians and the Arab.
The Arab, or the Arab would come from the Arab world.
Yes.
They're impressed when they come, or what do you want to say?
Different various style of the museum.
They go around.
Go around.
Who helps them when they go around and explains more the food?
We have curator campaign with the guests and to explain or show the people the Manian Palace Museum in Tower.
Okay, Aleya, did you ever think of leaving brochures about the museum, for
We
example,
have a
to
brochure
enhance?
in Arabic and in
Yes,
English.
where
and
are
in
these
French.
brochures found?
In the tickets.
And where is this ticket?
Here in the museum.
Here in the museum. So,
Yes.
but you don't leave brochures, for example, at the airport for the tourists
No, not
to
yet.
come to when they go to the information and ask?
Not yet.
Not yet. Do you plan to do this?
Inshallah.
Hopefully, okay. The palace is a unique architectural masterpiece, as it includes, of course, various Islamic arts styles between the Fatimi, the Mamluki, the Ottoman, and the Andal, of course, many, of course, we have to say Islamic arts. Would you tell us more about this, please?
The Manian Palace Museum have different styles about Mamluki, Fatimi, Osmani, and the style of Osmani Rococo. The reception hall have two style, Syrian style and Maghrebian style, and the Syrian hall have design of Osman and Rococo style. And different style mix between Egyptian civilization and Islamic civilization, mix about the decoration or design.
Okay, is this what makes this place very special? The mix between the Islamic and the Egyptian civilization together makes it a focus and a very important place?
Yes, very good mix and make a harmony of the style.
So it makes the harmony of the style.
Yes.
Okay, Prince Muhammad Ali put engineering and decorative designs, and of course he supervised the construction of the palace. Would you tell us more about this, please?
Muhammad Ali Tawfiq, he was fond of Islamic arts, and he is engineer, and he is put
This
the
is why
plan. The plan of architecture of the museum, and he is supervisor about the building and the plan when they put on the first building when built in 1903, the residence hall. That is the home that Prince he is stay in it. Then he building the other buildings in the museum.
Wonderful. Of course, Prince Muhammad Ali honored everyone who participated in the building of the palace.
Yes.
Do you have any idea how this honoring was, the means of honoring?
Yes. Muhammad Ali Tawfiq honor about everyone he built or made or make anything in the museum, in the masjid. We will found in the mosque. We will found two panels. The first panel, the foundation text of the masjid. The second panels, we are named the grateful panel about the artist and everyone who make or work in the museum. He is grateful about that, and he writes that in the panel text in the left, right in the Moscow.
Okay, Aleya Wakeel, on behalf of Nile TV and on behalf of Nile Cruise, we had the pleasure to interview you today. Thank you very much for your informative knowledge. First, you are the Director of Marketing and Media at Nile Palace. Dear viewers, thank you very much for joining us, Aleya. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Dear viewers, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Minister of Tourism and Antiquities Khalid Al-Adani announced that citizens would be granted free entry to the Prince Muhammad Ali Palace in Nile on 24th of December. The move comes as part of celebrations marking the 117th anniversary of the palace establishment. A number of archaeologists will be present to explain the artifacts to visitors.